Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for August the 20th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and I'm going to pull one card for each sign, and we'll just walk through and we'll see how all of these energies work together with the overall energy. So overall energy for the day shows up as the Ace of Cups in reverse. Or I mean, not in reverse, but the backside of the Ace of Cups, which to me means that there's something new that we have found that we are attracted to, that we like, that we think could potentially be a good thing. It has a lot of potential, but we're not really sure where it's going to go yet. And I think that we came across this before today, but it is still making an impact on our day today. So let's see what kind of impact it's making. Let's take a look. All right, so for Aries, looks to me like whatever this was that we found in the past that we, and probably the fairly recent past, probably just a day or two ago, I think. Whatever it is that we found that we thought, oh, this has good potential, I think we're realizing that it's not working out as well as what we had hoped that it would. And so I think that this is an idea that today we're recognizing that we're kind of discarding it or possibly tweaking it, but I really get more of a sense of, that's not really what I thought it was, so I'm not going to move forward with that. That's kind of how it feels to me. Now let's look at Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, you guys have the Tower showing up in reverse. So this is interesting because it looks like whatever it is that you found in the recent past that you really were attracted to and that you liked, this is actually something that is helping you to recover from something that sort of fell apart or that got really shook up in the past. Now you're recovering from that, and this, whatever this is that you are so into that has so much potential, is actually helping you come into a better position than what you were before whatever this was got shook up. And this would have been something that made you feel secure and safe and was kind of an indefinite thing. All right, next up we're looking at Geminis. Okay, Four of Pentacles showing up in reverse. What do we have? What do we have? Okay, so Geminis, I think there's something that you discovered that you thought had a lot of potential that you really liked, and I think you've put out a lot of energy and effort on that thing. I feel like today is kind of the day of seeing, okay, was it worth me putting out that energy and effort? This is kind of the proof day, the day when it's proven whether this is really, whether this is really worth what you've poured into it. Next up, we're looking at Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Okay, so Cancers, we have the Knight of Cups showing up here, that side of the Knight of Cups. This just tells me that there is something that you have discovered in the not so distant past that you feel like has a lot of potential. Here we see you really continuing to put energy and effort into that to see where that potential could take you. Awesome, good for you. Leo, 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 what do we have? So here we have the Knight of Coins showing up in reverse. And this is telling me that whatever it is that you found that has a lot of potential that you found just recently, I think you've poured a lot of energy and effort into it, very similar to whoever that was that had the Four of Coins. And I think that as of today, you are shutting down, putting energy and effort in that. Now, I feel like whatever this is that you think has potential, you're basically saying, I've put enough energy. It's time for this to sink or swim. Let's see what happens. Okay, now, that was Leo. Next up, Virgo. One card at a time, Amista. So Virgo, very interesting. I think that there's something with this overall energy that you found that has a whole lot of potential, but you feel like you're not really ready to take this and work with it just yet. With the Nine of Wands, it's something that came up as a surprise. There's not any preparation for it. And I think this thing that has all this potential, you're not really prepared to actually handle that. You weren't expecting it. It took you by surprise. All right, so who was that? That was Virgo. Next up, let's look at Libra. So Libra is Two of Swords showing up in reverse. So there's something that you found in the recent past that has a lot of potential, Libras, but we see you sitting here with the Two of Swords in reverse. This just says that you have a lot of indecision about whether you actually want to move forward with that potential or not. You're trying to sort through and figure out, is that really a good idea for you or not? Never a bad time to have a reading when we're having those thoughts, just saying. Would love to be your reader too. Okay, let's look at Scorpio. Scorpio. All right, so what do we have? We have that side of, I believe this is the Emperor. No, this is, who is this? This is Justice, actually. So we have the back side of the Justice card showing up. This is telling me, Scorpios, that there's something that we found that seems to have a lot of potential. And with the Justice card showing up with the back side, I think that we've actually already made our decision. We might not be letting everybody know we've made a decision about this thing, but we have already decided that we see the potential in that we want to move forward with it. We just may not be telling everybody just yet. All right, but I think it becomes undeniable today. Okay, and so next up, we are looking at Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you guys have the Sun card coming up here. This tells me whatever it was that you came across in the recent past that has a lot of potential. You're seeing some great momentum in that, and you're seeing that really grow into something that is beautiful today. We like it. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Seven of Cups showing up in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse is telling me that with this overall energy, you found something that has a lot of potential. And here we see you deciding, you know what, I think I'm going to focus. I am going to focus on that. I would like to see where that is going to take me. And so whatever this is that has a lot of potential, you're deciding, you know what, I'm going to put energy and effort in that. And I'm not really going to put energy and effort into other competing things for a while because I really want to give this a fair shake and see where it goes. Okay, so good logical decision. We like that. Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, with the overall energy being that of finding something that has great potential that you really like, and your particular energy showing up as, is this Death? I think so. Yep, this would be Death. Okay, so this is interesting how this card plays out on this side, though. Because first of all, death is not really death. It's just transformation. It's change, and it's pretty major change, but it doesn't even have to be bad. And I think a lot of us have a terrible connotation with death. We need to really get over that when we're looking at the tarot, though. So anyway, this basically is telling me that for those of you with Aquarius in your chart, there's this thing that you found that has a lot of potential. I think you've already made some changes because of that. You've made some changes to accommodate that, is how I want to say that. That's how it's coming into me. Like you're making changes, you have made some changes, you're continuing to make some changes to accommodate this thing that has potential that's shown up in your life in the not too distant past. Now, Pisces. You guys have the Six of Cups showing up in reverse. Here's the thing. You do have something that you found that does have some kind of potential for you moving forward. I think at the same time that you're considering this or getting in place, getting prepared to do something about this, you've also got something else showing up from the past that is not so pleasant that you have an opportunity to move forward with if you want to. And I think you have a choice here about what you're going to do. And you may even have some inner turmoil going on here about, should I continue to explore this new thing that seems to have a lot of potential, or should I go back to this past thing because I kind of know how it works, even though it's not wonderful or the best, at least I know how it works. So, yeah, so that's your decision in front of you, obviously. Once again, that's a great thing to get a reading on, especially if you want to get a reading from me. I'm just joking. It is a great thing to get a reading on, and I would love to be a reader, but I'm not the only reader out there, and I know that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. That's what I have for you today. Everybody have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys the next time around. Peace out.